This is the Aventon Aventure M, and it's one of my new favorite fat tire e-bikes at the moment because it comes with so many great features that I love to see in an e-bike. Starting off with the basics, it comes with fat tires like I mentioned, and I love these for the area that I ride in. Sometimes I ride on pavement, sometimes I ride my bikes in the grass, sometimes I take them down my trail, sometimes I ride them only on gravel roads, and a bike like this is just perfect for all those different scenarios because the tires are great for just gliding over top of any types of terrain like that. And it also comes with front suspension, which helps to make it more comfortable of a ride. So I just love bikes like this, especially for the rural area that I live in. It also comes with a security, so if you do anything aggressive on the e-bike, it's gonna beep at you and let you know, hey, stop that. That's one of the great things about this. I wasn't gonna get into the technology of it right now, but yes, we're going to. So it has the best security features that I've seen in an e-bike so far for the e-bikes that I've tested out, and I've tested out a bunch of e-bikes. So if you abruptly move the bike like that, it's gonna start beeping at you. You can also lock the tire, that way no one can just ride it off. They're gonna have to literally lift it up and carry it out of here. And this is a pretty solid heavy e-bike. It comes in around 73 pounds, I think. So this isn't the lightest thing for someone to just pick up and steal from you. But you can also track your e-bike's location. So that's nice as well if you want to know where it's at. And then on top of that, you can actually set up a geo fence area so that if someone wants to ride your bike, you can say, yeah, go for it. But I only want you riding in this certain area. And if they go outside that area, the e-bike's gonna shut off. I think that's great for people who live in the city, or even for someone like me. If my friend wants to go take this, or someone young wants to go ride this, I can set up a barrier that says no riding in the road. That way I have peace of mind that they're just staying in the yard or on our little private drive. So that's really nice. The security and the technology on this thing is awesome. Now, what I was really gonna say is the seat is just so-so. It has a suspension spring post in it, but I just would opt to get a more comfortable seat if that's what you're looking for. This is more of a sleek, slender seat. I personally like the squishier, softer seats, so I might end up swapping this out. So not only does it come with those cool features, but it also looks excellent. I love the color schemes that this offers you. I got mine in basalt, and I just love the look of it. They always look so clean. The frame design is super seamless. You don't have any gaudy weld lines on here. Everything just blends together so nicely on here. The battery is located underneath the stem right here, or the frame. And one of my favorite things about the Aventon as well is that you don't have to have a key to unlock your battery and take it in the house. You can do it just by the screen right here. You can go into the settings and click a button and it's gonna unlock your battery to take in and out, and that is so nice. Then you don't always have to worry about if you have a key on you or not. And then no one can just come in and mess with it, jam something in your keyhole, break it, I don't know. So this is just nice that the bike itself can pop out the battery for you. This e-bike also comes with just the standard basic features as well. It comes with a nice rear rack here in the back. It comes with integrated fenders. It has integrated lights. It has rear running lights, and it has a front headlight, and it also comes with blinkers in the back of it. One difference between this e-bike versus the Aventure 2, which is another e-bike that I have, is this one, the brake lights don't light up when you squeeze the brakes. They're only running rear lights. So that is one thing, and that's because this doesn't have a brake cutoff line. So when you squeeze the brakes, this doesn't glow brighter. That's not really a big deal to me, but if you're someone who likes that feature, then you might want to consider a different version and not this M version. Now, the reason it's called the Aventure M is because it has a mid-drive motor, which is probably one of the best things about this e-bike. The motor performance is better than any hub drive that you'll ride. This thing is great. It has so much power and so much performance behind it. So if you have to climb a hill, this thing is going to work 10 times better than a hub drive motor. It's just way easier to pedal. And it's also dialed in very smoothly. It has a torque sensor, so as you put more torque into the pedals and pedal harder, the e-bike's gonna go faster, and as you pedal softer, it's gonna go slower as well. But it's very responsive. It feels natural, it feels adaptive, so just riding this thing is awesome. It also comes with a bunch of different pedal assist levels. It has Eco, Sport, it also comes with Turbo mode. And honestly, turbo mode is pretty zippy on this thing. You can definitely feel it just zip off and just have great acceleration off the line. And it just feels very zippy. I most commonly keep it in turbo mode when I'm just ripping around. But then they also introduced something new with this e-bike, and that is it has a auto speed level as well. So this will actually dynamically go through all the different pedal assist levels for you to just automatically change the motor output when you're going for a ride based on the conditions you're riding in. If it feels you putting in more effort into the pedals, it might give you more assistance. So it does have that auto mode, and I've used it and it feels great. It's great for maybe more casual riding. If you have something specific in mind that you want to do, like climb a hill, or if you just want to ride fast, then you'll probably keep it in a certain mode. But if you're just gonna take this on a leisurely trip around your neighborhood, or if you don't mind whatever power assistance it gives you, then I think the auto mode would be great for someone like you. So the motor, chef's kiss. I love it. Now with a mid-drive motor, the e-bike is gonna be more expensive, and it's more expensive because it comes with just a lot of great features as well. So one of the other things that this e-bike offers you is water resistant level IPX6 for the bike, and then the motor is actually rated better than that. But this thing is going to be great for riding in the rain, wet conditions. You can spray it down with a hose, and you don't have to worry about damaging your e-bike. This just gives you a little bit more peace of mind when you're riding, that you don't have to worry if something's getting damaged. I actually just recently took my e-bikes out far away, like an hour drive trip, and it started raining halfway through when I was on the expressway, and I just didn't even worry about it. I knew that my e-bike was gonna be fine. I knew that all the components on it were gonna be fine, so that is awesome. I love that it's rated to the water resistance that it is. The battery is also UL certified. I forgot to mention that, but that is great. Way better than some of the cheap alternative e-bikes that you could buy. The brakes on this e-bike are different than the Aventure 2 that I own. These ones are a different brand, but they still perform about the same to me. I feel like the braking capability is excellent. You can stop abruptly, safely, and they're hydraulic brakes, so you don't have to put a lot of effort into them. They just brake really nice and easy, so no issues there. I do think braking is very crucial on an e-bike though, especially something that's heavier, something that's gonna be going fast. You definitely don't wanna chimp out or cheap out on getting junky brakes. Now, along with this great motor, it also shifts seamlessly. So when you're pedaling this thing, it's just a joy to do, because all you have to do is tap a button and it's gonna automatically shift through the gears for you, because it's an electronic shifter, and it's also an auto shifter. So you can hold this button down on the back of the shifter and it's gonna switch it to auto mode, and then it will automatically shift through the gears for you depending on how you're riding and how you're pedaling. Now, personally, when I tested this out myself, I feel like that mode is better for casual riding. When I just want to go around my neighborhood, if I'm cruising, then I don't mind it auto shifting for me. But if I'm going on a ride and I know exactly where I'm going or how I want to ride, then I personally would rather manual shift, because I can anticipate the scenario I'm coming up on. If I have a hill coming up, I know I can pre-shift down into like gear 1, and then it's easier for me to climb that hill, versus if I'm already starting to pedal up that hill and then it starts shifting for me. So you can kind of anticipate how you want to ride. So if I am taking this out, more often than not, I'm gonna manually shift with it myself. But if you just wanna casually ride, you can definitely rely on the auto shifting capability. But regardless, if it's in auto or manual, this thing is nice. I love it. And it goes all the way up to gear 10. And gear 10 has so much resistance in the pedals that it is just wonderful. If you're pedaling this thing going really fast, you can just nice and easily move your feet. You don't have ghost pedaling going on at fast speeds. So I love that. It's way better even than their Adventure 2, which was awesome, but this is just way better. The resistance in your pedals is just great. So to me, the riding performance is better than the majority of the e-bikes that I've tested out. The question is, how long have I had this little screen protector on here? I didn't even know it was on here. Another few things I was going to mention is that they have two different sizes of this e-bike, a regular and a large. I opted for the regular, even though in my Adventure 2 I opted for the large, and that fits me comfortably. The reason I got this in a regular is because the dimensions were slightly different on this e-bike, so I thought a regular would fit me better, and I'm glad I got this one. I'm 5'10", I weigh 160 pounds, and this fits me perfectly. I love the handlebar setup. Everything feels very comfortable to ride, so it's very enjoyable taking this thing out. When you're taking a look at the handlebar setup, the grip pads on this thing are very nice. Also, your control panel on the left-hand side works seamlessly, and Aventon has some of the best screen layouts that I've seen on a lot of other e-bikes. I love that they include an actual number for your battery life, and I love that it gives you an estimated range of how much you have left on one trip, depending on what pedal assist level you're in. That is great. That way you don't have range anxiety. Also, Aventon has one of the best apps that I've used because you can fine tune this e-bike. If you don't like the way it comes out of stock, which I'd be incredibly surprised if you don't like the performance that it has, but if you've been riding it for a while and you kind of want to tweak some things, you can do it all through their app, and it's so customizable. You can change the output, you can change the performance, you can change every pedal assist level if you want to, you can change the geofencing, you can change the auto shift, the e-shift, you can calibrate it. You can do so much stuff through the app. I'm not even going to go through it all, but there is literally a whole list of stuff, and it's very intuitive, it's very easy to navigate, it's just easy to understand and see. So I love the app. I typically don't even use apps for an e-bike, but for this one, I use it pretty frequently actually. Also, I forgot to mention that in the app, you can also adjust the top speed level. The e-bike is shipped to you stock at 20 miles an hour, but you can increase that up to 28 miles an hour if you want more speed. And then this e-bike has a max range of 85 miles on one trip. Now, real world scenario, you're gonna get less than that if you're actually riding this around, in my personal experience. And then last but not least, the e-bike comes in at a price of $2,900 at the time of this recording, which again, that is pretty pricey for an e-bike, but I haven't tested an e-bike out of this caliber. This thing is nice, comes with a lot of great performance, a lot of great features. It's a mid-drive motor. That's where a lot of the cost is going to come from. And the technology on this thing is just way better than a lot of its competitors right now. So this is an all-around very solid choice of an e-bike. I love it. You can choose to get a throttle added on if you want to, because this doesn't come with a throttle out of the box. But I don't really see the need for a throttle because the pedaling performance is so nice that I honestly don't even think that I'd use it. So you can get it if you want to, but the way this thing pedals, I don't feel like you'll mind not having it. So there it is, the Aventon Aventure M. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to learn more about it. And thanks for watching. Catch you on that one.